If you turn on your electric oven and everything appears to be working okay, but when you open the door, it's cold, then you almost certainly need to replace the heating element. Hi, welcome to Big Ted's Home and Garden. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the element in an electric oven. In this video, I'm going to be replacing the element in a Belling oven, but the process is pretty much the same for all electric ovens, and a lot of the parts are interchangeable. You can see here this particular element fits Hotpoint, Indesit, Creda, stoves and Belling ovens amongst others. An element like this will cost you in the region of £30 if you buy it online. Replacing the element is a simple job. The only tool you'll need is a screwdriver with a posi drive or Phillips head. So if we open up the oven, you can see at the back there's a star-shaped object behind the grill. That's the fan. Now the element's located around that, behind that back plate. Now before we do anything, the first thing to do is switch off the power. I always go for a belt and braces approach and switch it off at the circuit board as well. To access the element, you're going to have to get to that back plate, so you're going to have to take out all of the racks and any oven linings, such as that oven tray we've got on the bottom of the oven. Once you've done that, you'll see the back plate's held in place by 4 screws, one in each corner. But the first thing you'll have to remove is the glass oven light cover. That just twists off. You can take it away. You then need to unscrew the 4 screws that are holding the back plate in. Just make sure you put the screws somewhere safe because you're going to need them again later. I've got a magnetic dish which I use for this. It's absolutely brilliant. Got it off Amazon, so I'll put a link on in the description below if you're interested. Once you've removed all 4 screws, you can just lift out that back plate. And you can then see the element, which are the 2 circular wires which are surrounding that star-shaped fan. To get to the electrical connections, you need to remove that plate which is just above the fan. It's held in place by a single screw. And once you've removed the screw, you can pull the element out away from the back plate, and you'll see the connectors, which are spade connectors, just behind it. You then simply pull the element off these connectors to release it. It's a bit fiddly because you're obviously having to reach right into the back of the oven to do this, but they should come away easily enough. And then you just pull the element out. This is the element once I took it out, and you can see where it's split. So we're going to replace the old element with this new one. It's a 2.5 kilowatt 2-turn element. If you just type in your model number onto the eSpares website, they'll bring up a list of compatible parts. Obviously you need to make sure you're getting the right element for your particular oven. So there are the spade connectors on the new element. They simply push into the connectors at the back of the oven. Make sure they're in nice and tight so that you've got a good electrical connection, and then push the wires back through the holes, and so the metal plate sits against the back plate of the oven. You can then screw that plate back into place. Just make sure you keep it straight. There's a second metal plate down at the bottom of the element. It's got 2 notches in just to keep the 2 loops apart. So this is what it should look like now. All we've got to do is fit that back plate on, screw it into position, make sure it's firmly attached. We need to put the bulb cover back on, and then we can try it out, see if it works. Turn the power back on at the circuit board and at the wall socket. You might need to reset the timer on the oven. You might need to consult your manual to do this. But once you've done that, turn the oven on. Lights come on, that looks good so far. And 20 minutes later, perfectly cooked chicken wings. So I hope you found this useful. If you have, leave a thumbs up. Any questions, leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Big Ted's Home and Garden. We'll see you soon.